Hi, my name's Dominic. I'm from Picture Passions Photography. Are you on the lookout for your wedding photographer? Well, I'm a wedding photographer and I'm based in the southeast of England near Gatwick. However, that doesn't mean that I just work in those areas. I can get around to wherever the wedding happens to be. I've recently done weddings up in the Lake District, last couple of years in Devon. I've even done weddings over in Wales, so I can get around. What I can do for you is wedding only, half day, 3/4 day, full day, whatever it is that you'd like it to be. I can do you a download of the images, I can do you a USB, I can do you books. Again, it just depends on what you want to have. In terms of what I shoot the photography with, now this one's a very important one, and remember this, for whether it's me that you choose to do your wedding photography or whether you're going to inquire with anybody else, is that here is one of the beasts that shoots the wedding. That's one of my cameras. It's a Nikon D750, and very importantly, here is another. Reason being is if one of these goes kaput, I've got the other one to carry on with. It's a hugely important thing. To be fair, it doesn't even have to break mechanically. It could be an accident, and no photographer out there is accident proof, and no camera is mechanical failure proof, if you like. So make sure whoever you go with, whether it's me, whether it's anybody else, that you make sure that you've got two cameras. I'm also fully insured, so should I break something at your venue, should something happen where somebody trips up over my bag that's been left at the side of the room, we're covered. I don't ever hope to have to use the insurance, but it is there just in case, because I'm responsible about what I do. I'd love to show you some of my photos now, and what we're going to do is I'm going to run through what a normal wedding day entails for me. And to start off with, we start with the girls. Now, I've got a lot of images to show you here, so we're going to rattle through these really quickly. It's going to be about half a second per photo because I want to show you a lot of photos. But basically with the girls, getting ready in the morning is hair and makeup, is the little bits and bobs that go along with it, like the flowers, the shoes, the dress and stuff like that. And then just before we head off to the wedding itself, it's obviously a few pre-wedding formals. But before we get to the pre-wedding formals and the wedding itself, we then got the boys, where I like to do stuff that I call the fun and formals. Now the fun and formals are just that. We have a bit of a fun time and have a bit of a giggle, have a laugh, but we also do some serious formals as well, and we also look to capture the rings at this point to ensure that the groom or his best man indeed has got them. Running on to just before the wedding, we've got the pre-wedding formals and the bride arriving at the wedding with dad or whoever's giving her away, of course, and then into the ceremony itself. Now the ceremony itself, obviously I capture it as it happens. It's all of the moment photography. Nothing is staged at all through this part, because this isn't my part of the day. This is the registrar's or the vicar's part of the day. They've got a job to do and I'm simply there to capture it. We then roll on to the group shots after the wedding. The group shots are always of your choosing. They're never my choice, they are your choice, because they are your memories for years to come. But throughout the course of the day, I'm looking for detail shots, whether that's the venue in the morning, whether that's the dress, the shoes, the flowers, the rings, the setup of your wedding reception, the cake, love letters, you know, all that kind of stuff as well. That all gets captured. We've also got the candid shots throughout the course of the day. Getting natural photos of people enjoying your day, whether it's through the morning, through the wedding, through the reception, through the speeches, I'm always on the go looking for these photos, because in many respects it's these natural photos that show the happiness of the day, because none of it is forced. It is all capturing it as it happens. The bridegroom portraiture. Now this is where things get a little bit special. I myself am a bit of a whiz when it comes to off-camera lighting. So when it comes to working with things like sunsets, nighttime, you know, I can create wonderful images that really do stand out and become very special images. Which also, if we happen to have special things happening on the day, like fireworks, I can do that. And something else that most people would see as not being so special, rain. Even when we get a grim, nasty day weather-wise, I can still create a massive positive out of something that you'd see as a negative. And looking to finish the day, we rock and roll onto the first dance in the party. And that is basically where I would then leave you. So that's what I do, but how do I do it? I do it with a smile on my face. I do it with fun. I do it with an unobtrusive attitude that I don't get in the way of what other people have got to do, because the hair and makeup people, the vicar, registrars, the chef, all of these people have got a job to do for you on the day as well, and it's not my job to get in the way, but it is my job to capture that day. The fun part of it is that I like to get involved in a wedding day in terms of building great relationships with you, your family, your friends, and in doing so it means that they open themselves up to me, and in turn that makes the photography a lot more reflective of the fun and happiness of the day, because people are happy in front of me. They're not shying away instead, which, you know, can be a bit of an issue if you've got somebody who's camera shy or even just mildly camera shy. Those people will open themselves up to me and have a bit of a giggle and a laugh along with me, and that camera, which some people see as a bit of an obstacle, it disappears because they're having a fun time with me, not the camera. The camera doesn't matter anymore. So, you know, it is a fun day. It's a celebration, and I see that your photo should reflect that. So if you're interested, please do get in touch. I'd love to hear from you, and if you've got any questions at all, I will answer them. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you very soon.